Alright, so in this activity we're trying to make a piecewise comparison of Arya, Finley, and Logan to see who would win Club Treasurer. And we have 10 voters. So for each level we have to look at the comparison. So here Arya is preferred over Finley, so that's 1 point, but is not preferred over Logan, so that's 0 points. So Arya got 1 point from voter 1. Finley, when we look at Finley here, Finley was not preferred over Arya, so gets 0 points, and not preferred over Logan, so gets 0 points. So Finley gets 0. And then Logan is preferred over Arya and is preferred over Finley, so got 2 points. And when we look at that row and say that added up to 3 points, so we know we did it correctly since there's 3 people, 3 points. The next one, voter 2, we see that each person is equally considered. So Arya gets half a point here and half a point here for 1 total point. Finley gets half a point here and half a point here for 1 point. And Logan gets half a point here and half a point here for 1 point. So they each get 1 point, and again, row adds up to 3 points. Voter 3, Arya gets 0 points and 0 points, so a total of 0 from this row. Finley gets 1 point and 1 point for a total of 2 points, and that means that Logan gets 1 point here from this. So let's go to the next row. I'll change color so the dots get a little bit different. So Arya gets half a point for being equal to Finley and 0 points for being less than Logan, so that's half a point. And then Finley, here we'll change, gets half a point and 0 points. And there I can say, well, that's 1 total point, so I know Logan should get 2, but we'll just verify it. So Logan's greater than and Logan is greater than, so that's 2 total points. So number 5, voter 5, we got Arya gets 0 and Arya gets 0. And then Finley gets 1 and Finley gets a half. So 1.5. And you can do 1 and then use the decimal 0.5 if you want, which this means that Logan 2 gets 1 point here and half a point here for 1.5. Now we go to voter 6. So Arya gets 1 point for being greater and half a point for being equal to, so 1.5. Finley gets 0 points and then gets 0 points here, which means then that Logan will get half a point here and 1 point here, so Logan got 1.5 points. Now we go to voter 7. Arya gets 0 points and Arya gets 0 points. We go to Finley. Finley gets 1 point and gets half a point, so that's 1.5. And then Logan gets 1 point and a half a point, that's another 1.5. Now I go to voter 8. Arya gets half a point and 1 point, so she gets 1.5 here. Next one, Finley gets half a point and Finley gets 1 point, so that's another 1.5, which means that Logan gets 0 points against Arya and 0 points against Finley. Voter 9, Arya gets 1 point and 0 points for a total of 1. Finley gets 0 points, but 1 point for being over Logan. And then Logan gets 1 point for being over Arya, but 0 points for being over Finley. So each of them ended up with 1 point. All right, lastly, Arya gets half a point for being equal to Finley and half a point for being equal to Logan, so that's 1 total point. Finley gets half a point for being equal to Arya, but 1 point for being over Logan, so that's 1.5. And then Logan gets the half a point for being equal to Arya, but 0 points for being not preferred over Finley, so Logan gets half a point. Now what we have to do here is go through and total up all of these sums. Alright, so now if we sum them up, we have that Arya's total was 7.5, Finley's total was 10.5, and Logan's total was 12. This means that Logan would win this piecewise comparison, And we can also verify that because 7.5 plus 10.5 plus 12 is 30 points. And there should be 30 points because each voter has a total of 3 points, and there's 10 total voters. 3 times 10 is 30.